Hi, this is Mike. My name is Kirk. I'm introducing the range miner tumbler for reloading brass. I'll turn it off. You can see it's a typical rotary tumbler. It's got a PVC drum, outer drum. And inside I have 4 PVC cylinders that revolve around the center. They're sort of canted, 5 degrees, and when it spins around, the action is back and forth. So not only is tumbling, it's creating a back and forth gravity flow, and really works good. The frame that carries the cylinders is steel, and it's mounted in the drum. The machine consists of a solid metal pan, the ends, caps. They're all steel, 12 gauge steel. It's powder coated. There's ball bearing flange type on either end that carry 1/2-inch shafts. The rollers that roll the drum are polyurethane. It's got a standard split phase motor, 1/4 horsepower, belt drive, a digital timer, so you can time the amount of tumble you want to achieve. That's about it. Oh, the sides are 3/4 oak plywood. The handles are oak. They were stained in satin acrylic finish. All the hardware on the outside is stainless steel. You know, like everybody else is tumbling, you know. But it looks good. This acts as a sound barrier, like a car muffler, more or less. So the noise bounces around in there, hopefully cancels, and it's a lot quieter than a single drum rattling the brass around, which is really good if you're in an apartment or you're sensitive in other ways to noise. I am, but and it's easy to operate. The capacity for the cylinders is a little over 2.5 quarts, or 10 liters total. So that's why we get the number 10. But it will hold. I usually load it with halfway with brass, about 3.5 pounds. 2 pounds of stainless steel. Fill it up with water and soap and run it. You can do all kinds of stuff. You can load different calibers, keep it separate. You can load a cylinder with dry media, or you can use the wet, one or all 4 or any combination. So that's nice. So, all right, we'll demonstrate how I load it. We'll run it, and you can see for yourself. All right. All right, we're gonna take the lid off, and I'll show you how to load it. I lost use of my right hand, but I can do it. Okay. The cylinders, you know, it's a plumber's plug, really. You know, I put a holder device that you can keeps the cylinders rolling and holds them in. It's nice. So, all right. Well, it's just PVC SDR 35 sewer pipe, you know, with the ends. All right. We'll load 9 millimeters. I weighed them out beforehand, but it's not that critical, you know. I'm not going to get it perfect, and I don't care. We're going to put it. All this brass is range pickups. It's not. I don't know if it's flint fired or, but you know. It's sturdy, so about halfway, you know, a little more, a little less. So I had the brass in there. I think it was 3.5 pounds. So I have 2 pounds of stainless steel. I weigh them, but it doesn't matter. Get it close. Volume measurements are fine. You don't have to weigh it, but dump in the stainless steel. Now I use a teaspoon of I have joy, so I'll add that in. Good enough. And water. So, you know, the cap takes up a little bit of room, but I'll about a half a gallon does it per cylinder, so I stop around 2 inches from the top. Foamy, you want the foam. If it's not foamy when you take it out. You're not using enough soap. You can add lemmy chine. I'm not going to do that, but it helps. But you have to rinse the brass right away. So, you know, it's citric acid. You put it on and you tighten it up. You know, it should be tight. You don't want it to leak. So, it weighs about 10.5 pounds per cylinder. So, or a little more, or a little less, depending how you load it. Find the hole. Now remember, they're canted, so it's a little tricky at first. Put that in. Oh, it's the wrong one. And screw the knob on. The machine spins counterclockwise, so it has a tendency to work against the nut, so it won't loosen up. You know, moderately tight, just to hold it. Okay, and I have, I'll load this one. With 2 3s. Again, about 3.5 pounds. So it's a little over about 300, I guess. I'll figure it out. It's 22 ounces per 100. Do the math. A little bit more than half, but we'll try it. Yeah, it'll work. And I'm going to use crushed walnut shells. So, dry. Get it all in. Yeah. All right. The lid. It's the same lid. Doesn't matter. Find the stud. This is a thin wall. It's SDR 81. It's used in irrigation. I already load this 2 cylinders to save time. So you want to more or less load them evenly, but I ran it with only two. A little more vibration, but it'll work. But you probably should, I'll recommend that you run it with all 4 cylinders. Get them as equal as you can. Lady shooters will like this because it's not as heavy. So, you don't have to take the whole drum off the machine, and guys like me. Okay, I'm going to run it without the cover. This is the scale I use, but kitchen scale. Okay, so it's rattling around. Not bad though, because the drum is already working. If I take it out and rattle it, you will see. But this time I'll orient range miner at the top. I'll set the timer for 3 hours. I gotta reset it. All right. 0, 3. So most of the noises, the running gear, the rattle is taken away. It's good. So, all right, we'll let it run for 3 hours and show you the results. All right. Okay, we're back. After 3 hours, the machine automatically, magically shut off. So it's not smoking. That's a good thing. All right, I got it. All right, so. You should probably empty them one at a time. You have to develop a system that you like. And I recommend, you don't want this on your loading bench. Gunpowder and water, laundry room would be good. Maybe you can talk your wife into doing it for you, but I doubt it. Wistful thinking. But I just roll it by hand. Get it to the top. If you had more cylinders ready, you could reload it, turn it on while you're emptying in. The ones you took out. All right. I think this is. Water, so it's probably 9 millimeters. I don't know anymore. I didn't write it down. I numbered the covers 1 through 4, so you could write it down and record what you got in there, but I didn't do it. So, all right. This is a Dillon separator. Works really good. Alright. Now, I used this stainless steel shot before, and I cleaned it when I got it. It's greasy from the process of making it, so I rinsed it off and with soapy water, and before I even used it. But I used it maybe, I don't know, a lot so far, and you use it and use it and use it. Okay. The water is pretty muddy. So. All right. That's one. Now, to separate the stainless steel, you just got to go back and forth gently. That'll do. There's the results. I could, I see a little bit of pins in there, but you would rinse it off and then do it again and allow it to dry. So that's the results. They're clean in this inside too. You won't get that clean inside like with walnut shells, but the stainless steel does a good job. If you decap them before you do the process them, the primer pocket will be clean too. So, you know, it'll look the same. So, all right. So let's deal with that. You would do the same thing. I should have did it first, the dry, but I didn't. So I'm just gonna, for now, dump it in a bucket. Looks pretty good. I think the back and forth motion helps a lot. I can't get in there to see it. But this is pretty shiny, you know, and that's dry. And then after you sift all the media out, it's ready to use. So, but it's not bad at all, you know. All right, so there you have it. Thanks.